Welcome to the MMA Rumour Lounge. I'm the Muscle Mo.
Master Wang.
B from the CP.
You're in for your treat tonight with the all access package.
Yep.
Should be pretty interesting.
This is July into August, full access.
We'd just like to keep you guys up to date with all MMA rumour and fact. Kick it straight off. Overeem's out of the Strikeforce Heavyweight Grand Prix.
Yep, 7 weeks is not enough for Overeem to train. He needs 8 weeks.
He has a bad toe, I believe.
He has a bad toe.
Was that no David Haight come up with that excuse first?
Well, that's quite funny because Overeem is actually thinking about going against the Klitschko in the boxing as an alternative to fighting MMA and looking for a new challenge. But is the boxing for him? Can he box?
I think he loads up too much with heavy strikes. He doesn't throw enough combinations. With the bigger gloves on, he probably wouldn't be that effective. Having said that though, although he's pulled out of the Strikeforce Grand Prix, he's signed up for a fight in Moscow in October, I believe, Master Wang.
It's something like United Glory series, and he's fighting in October in Moscow. Should be interesting because he is still under contract to Strikeforce, and there's a video with Ariel, the main man, Helwani, interviewing Dana White talking about this, and Dana saying, well, it's nothing to do with us really, but at the end of the day he's under contract and
we've still got a fight left in his contract, so we'll have to honour that. So. Having said that, guy stepped up. Big time wrestling. Darren Cormier, I believe his name is.
He just beat Monson, and really fast hands. Never used his wrestling at all, but he's an Olympic level wrestler.
This is going to be a difficult transition for Bigfoot because he's went from fighting a really big tall striker to fighting a really short squat wrestler. So that could be difficult for Bigfoot, who has also changed his training camp. He was helping Big Nog out for a while, and he's decided to make that move permanent. So he's going to be staying there. And as well, speaking about off camera, this brings some kind of strange connotations for the UFC title, depending on how Junior Dos Santos gets on.
Yeah, for sure. I just got to take it one step back there. The Big Nog in his camp has a fantastic wrestler and wrestling coach. In the 185 pound, he just fought Damian Maia.
Oh, Mark Munoz.
So that's obviously Mark Munoz then will be in helping Bigfoot Silva with his wrestling in preparation for...
Oh, for sure. It's definitely a good move in terms of camp, but I think this proves also another point when you've got... It's not a case of people building great camps, it's when you have got a reasonably well organised camp, good fighters want to come. These guys they're only bringing these fighters through the ranks. These fighters are gravitating to them because they have got a good reputation.
It's a very good point that you were saying there about the UFC and Strikeforce, you know what I mean? Just say the top of the food chain, Bigfoot wins that competition, therefore he is crowned the best heavyweight, and that side Junior Dos Santos wins on this side, beating Cain Velasquez, and
they're for the same camp. Would they fight?
They'll have that brotherly love. So I think Anderson Silva, some interesting news about Anderson Silva you were saying there.
He's the new face of Burger King in Brazil, which is quite strange considering if you watched a lot of the countdown shows, he was showing his love of the Big Mac.
His favourite food in the world is Big Mac, and as a youngster getting him through university and college, he worked in McDonald's. So,
having said that though, the amount of money Burger King are probably paying him, he can probably buy a lot of Big Macs. Everybody's happy. Okay.
Yeah. It's all about the money, Anderson Silva, but recently Leo Machida had knocked back some fights because he wanted to be paid Anderson Silva money. I
kind of, to be honest, I see where Machida's coming from. If you're trying to build your brand, you're trying to build your name, you've got to be very careful about the fights you take and at what time you take them. Obviously as well, he's based in Brazil, he was wanting to having to move his training camp all the way over to America and get on it quick. So for somebody who's probably career isn't in any danger of fading, why take the risk? Unless you're getting weighed in with heavy cash. So I agree with him on that. Somebody's had a bit worse luck than them. Tito Ortiz smashed his car recently.
Oh, and it was a Rolls Royce, but it's alright, his insurance is paying it. That's what happens when you've got loads of cash to pawn star with.
Well, and, see, to be fair, Master Wang, everybody should have car insurance. I call it the law, I know you operate it different.
I was talking about the Rolls Royce, you know, and
That's about the porn star wife.
While we're talking about that, I'd just like to say as well, while we're talking here about driving and such like, B for the CP's on the road now, I'd just like to give him a wee hand there.
Thank you very much.
Well done, son. The age of 45, he passed his driving test, good lad. Talking other people's life, Double E Pictures have just, I'm trying to think of the right word, they've sourced or they've paid for the right for a Rich Franklin movie about his life. So that'll probably be out on DVD soon. It's a petrol station near you. Options, yes.
Rich Franklin has an interesting thing because Franklin has a master's degree in mathematics. Okay, so you're thinking mathematics, science, logic based, etc. Yet he's a component and follower of ID, the Christian sort of really whacked off scientific thought that says that there's no evolution but science and Christianity. It's crazy ass stuff. Master's degree mathematics, ID, doesn't quite. So it could be an interesting film about his life. But he does have a fantastic work ethic and he always comes across as a decent guy, so I'll give that a watch. I want to see the Matt Hamill one. There's a Matt Hamill one that's just out, it's been in a couple of festivals and it's supposed to be amazing.
I'm getting interested in that one. What's
it looks really good, about a life of gone swimming up river like a salmon. Matt Hamill, it could be called The Salmon. So he swim up river because he's deaf and has a soft head.
I think that can be quite dangerous to be swimming up river like that, especially if when you're shouting for help, nobody can hear what the fuck you're saying. So for that reason, don't get in the water if you're not a clear speaking voice.
Talking about films, Kung Lee, he's obviously doing well in his whole film, making movies and being a sort of real action film star.
He's not been fighting a lot, but he said if he's going to fight again, it's going to be in the UFC, and he's going to stick to movies. And he's tried to aim at fighting in the San Jose card under the Cain Velasquez title fight, which I think he's aiming a wee bit high for. But I suppose that fight would help his movie career because he could then brand himself as former UFC fighter.
Just like Hulk Hogan.
Nah, man, just like Hulk Hogan, man. Hulk Hogan's the man. James Pulver.
There was a documentary about his life as well. That should be out soon. I think it's called Driven. I think you're getting it on Amazon for about $19. Depending how the MMA show budget is, we may be able to get that and give it away. So post some comments, like us on Facebook, you could win that prize.
See, it's the thing, but everybody brought out a book. Now everybody's bringing out a documentary. No, I mean, who cares? I just want to see the big guys. No, I mean, James Pulver, interesting. The best documentary ever made is still Mark Kerr's The Smashing Machine. If you've not seen that, or Hensel Gracie's Choke, don't know, have you seen that?
I certainly have. I was lucky enough to be given it as a present.
It's a quality. They are the two finest MMA documentaries. What else do we got in this?
Well, Keith Jardine, former UFC fighter.
I'm to your foot. Keith Jardine.
I have to part with this abuse on a regular basis. Keith Jardine, former UFC 205er. He's dropped him down to middleweight.
Yeah, it was in his transition when he took that short notice fight against the fantastic Albanian stroke Dutch striker grappler Masasi. I personally think it's nothing to do, because I thought he was quite a big 205er. I think it's more to do with his glass jaw, and people have basically worked out his unorthodox style. Other fight cards coming up, Master Wang? We've got the UK, the UFC are coming back to the UK, coming to Birmingham, not Birmingham, Alabama, but Birmingham, UK. It should be a good card to go and see. The big boys are back in town. Hopefully they'll come to Scotland at some time, but until then we have the fantastic Magnum Force 2 kicking off in the west coast of Scotland. There's some big boys
fighting in that card, is there not?
27th of August we have the heavyweight number 1 and number 2 best 2 heavyweights in Scotland fighting out for a belt, and also another pro fight, a fantastic fight between Bart Rozmerek. I think that's how you say it. It's a Polish name. He's a fantastic all-rounder, fantastic jiu-jitsu, strong, good boxing, and he's fighting a guy called Ali Smith, who's the top of the food chain Thai boxer with a very little ground game.
But he's a pretty athletic guy.
So very strong and athletic, so you get the fantastic, and that's a pro bout.
And we'll be there also.
And we will be there. You could meet the MMA show.
We'd be happy to meet you.
Excellent. So, that us? Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me, sir.
Hope you enjoyed the Rumour Lounge. Now, if you wish, you could go to the website at www.themmashow.info. Check out our Facebook page. Check out Countryman's Fist t-shirts. Check out Go Fast Sport and Beverages.
Or check out our other 2 shows covering UFC 133 and the Strikeforce card.
Hell yeah, motherfucker!